Hi, divas. Welcome back to Terminally
Bald.
Bald.
I'm bald.
Cheers.
Are you bald?
Yeah, I am. This is
No,
a
you're
wig.
not. No, I'm just kidding. Cheers.
Cheers.
I had a great night tonight. It was I
You
had so much
did.
fun. I had so much fun, man. So Jay Davis, my big brother from college, and Bud Palmer and their wives, beautiful Pam, beautiful Christina, they came along with them, and we hung out at the Disney, the social area. They have a timeshare, and they hung out there. We talked, we visited. It was
You were with them for a long time.
I was, and we just chatted about the past and just all the things we loved about Troy and our families and school. It was just, I love that stuff right now. I love when you and I talk and we just chat about things. I enjoy it to no end. I know a lot of people don't watch it as much as they did anymore, but I don't care. I really don't care.
I feel like we bring it up every time we record.
Well, I don't mean anything by it. I'm just saying I love this. I enjoy it. But
I'm not even saying just you. I'm saying I feel
thought
like
we were going to
do
the pool to hang out, and I wore my pool tank top, and hey, here I'm in shape.
Wow. I thought you were going to
not really
mention how I look so absolutely positively pale and you actually look tan, and I literally can't stop looking in where the video is, and I'm
You are pale.
I look like a ghost.
But
Because it's so hot outside. I don't like going outside.
You get in the sun a little bit. I sit out in the sun and read books every weekend. I sit there and read. That's why there's all these lines on my chest from the lines from the shades. I got lines from my tan. I have a tan, a real tan. It's funny.
tan so dark, it's crazy. But also, you don't wear sunscreen, and that's a whole different story.
No, I'll wear sunscreen. And just after I get a little bit of sun under me, I put some sunscreen on. But either way, how you doing? How was your week?
I'm doing good. This was actually a pretty good week. I didn't work a lot. I'm still waiting to get clearance from my clients' schools. So I'm literally this week I'm working 12 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Which is nothing.
12 hours straight or for the whole week?
No. Oh my God, that'd be crazy for the whole week. So I'm only
Did we
working
do a cheers?
3.
Did we do cheers?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do another one.
Do a cheers.
There's nothing wrong with doing more than
it's
one.
Wednesday night.
Cheers.
Alcohol. It's alcohol free. Don't worry.
Yeah, what are you sipping on? I'm sipping on my agua.
It's called Enjoy. Medium dose chill.
He's having a THC CBD drink. Were you trying to keep that a secret?
Tell everybody that.
Oh, okay. I can cut that out. Do you want me to cut that out?
It's a light one. It's lemon flavor.
Do you want me to cut that out? Yes or no? Okay.
No, it's fine. You can cut it out. I mean, listen, I told you the story from my first interview. I mean, I sin. I do some things that are off the books, but I have faith in Jesus. I pray to God. We talk every day, probably more so than I ever did in my life. And people go, "Oh, you were told you were going to die, and you still could die." That's just true, but I still enjoy. I always talk to God in my head for many, many years, and I started praying more out loud. So I'm running in the morning, I pray. In the evening, I pray, and I just talk to God. I say, "What's happening? What's going to happen tomorrow? Tell me what I need to do." Just simple things. And I was reading this book. I forget what it was called. It was about praying, and it said, many people pray and they go, they start praying, "God, thank you for this day. Thank you for my health, blah, 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 blah." And they start, their mind starts wandering on to other factors of life. Like, "Oh, I got to pay this bill. I got to be at this point. I got a doctor's appointment," whatever it is. And they start drifting off. And the guy on the show said, pray that. Just talk to God about that. Say, "God, I'm kind of tired. I'm getting used to this. I'm tired of this." Just tell God those things instead of letting your brain fade off. Be more open, because same thing we do to people. When you're in a conversation with people and you're thinking about, "I got to get gas before I go home," or things like that, and you're just chatting about whatever, and your brain really leaves the conversation thinking those things about your issues. You start saying, like you would with them, "I got to get gas when I get home. I got to remember to do that. Remind me to get gas," or whatever. When you're talking to God, you got to do the same things. And so I've been doing that. I'm running. I run in the morning. I told you the joke about me when I'm running. I was running, and I'll point up to the clouds and do this to people, and I look up and I'm like, I'm trying to do hand signs to say, God's up there watching you. Join Him. Be kind. Give some love and respect God. And it's funny how many people. I do it every morning. I run 5 to 4 miles every morning, 5 days a week. And I laugh sometimes. I'm not crazy. I'm just trying to stay in shape. And I laugh because sometimes, I swear to you, when people see me, sometimes they blow the horn and they wave and they point up and they acknowledge what I'm doing. It's moving to me sometimes. I get fired up. I really do get fired up. when I do that. But it's anyway, it's just different story.
You're really like a local celebrity. I used to always think about how my friends, when I was in school, there was this one kid that I knew for a really long time. We were in high school, and he was saying he always knew if he was late for school based on where you were at your running routine.
Really?
Yeah, like I think that was either in middle school or high school. I don't remember.
That's classic.
Yeah, and he was like, literally, he would gauge if he was late running behind or not based on where you were on your run path, which I think is hilarious.
Well, I run the same time every morning. In fact, I run at certain times where the same people wave at me because they know. People don't even know because I wave and I give a peace sign. I try to spread positive love and forgiving to be. I don't know. It sounds silly. I know.
I don't think it sounds silly.
Well, I mean, it's just
I think
it's what
spreading
I
positivity
do.
is not.
Even when I'm in a
ever
bad
silly.
mood. Even when I'm in a bad mood, I do references to show God's in the town and in the area and all those things. And it's funny sometimes because I'm tired. I'm like going, oh my gosh, and I still do it. I'm like, because in my head, God is saying, look, man, I'm giving you more years on this earth. Spread my love, man. Spread my positivity. So that's what I do. Anyway, had a great time tonight. Had dinner and with Jay, Pam, his wife, Bud and Christina. We had dinner. Patty's out of town for work, so she's not here. But we had a blast. And a blessing. It's a blessing. Same as you think of your friends. You know, you're going to connect for so many years. These guys are friends of mine for almost 50 years.
Right.
Literally 45 years we've known
crazy.
each other.
Yeah.
And we're still close to this day. And when laugh sometimes because people go, I'll talk about being a Sigma Chi, which is what this represents.
Shout
and this
out.
represents Jesus. So look how close they look. What?
They are crosses.
So anyway, we got a great show tonight. My baby sister.
I know. I'm so excited.
I am too.
You said she's been texting you every week, like, "Where's my episode? Where's my episode?"
Well, we did it 2 weeks ago or whatever. But yeah, she
we had
tells
some
me,
banked up. Amy, sorry about that. And
we
so you're
did.
this week.
We did, and so we finally, because she did this once already and it didn't record.
Yeah, it was big
Several months
drama
ago.
at our house.
Yeah.
The file was corrupted on my computer, and it literally
Yeah, it was
didn't
not
work.
good.
And I don't even know what happened. That's never happened ever. So I think it just wasn't meant to be.
Until now.
Yeah.
Now it's really good. I think she did a better job this time than last time.
Good.
We sat right here and did it. I don't think we did it on the. Oh, you're gonna love this.
You did it with the green screen.
We were on the beach. We did it on the beach.
Yeah, he chose the beach background.
We did it on the beach. So the terminal.
Yeah,
ball.
sorry. Actually, it wasn't the background. They were in Fiji when they recorded it. You guys were on vacation.
We were. It was,
yeah.
We were in Fiji.
Yeah, we did an international pod.
Where's Fiji? I forget flying there. It was a long flight.
I honestly don't know where Fiji is.
Anyway, we love
It's an
you
island
guys.
somewhere.
Happy,
Sorry, we've been talking a little longer than I
I know.
expected.
Happy Friday. Have a great
happy
weekend.
Friday, guys.
You guys that watch it, you're going to enjoy listening to my sister talk, but she knows so many things about me that I forget, and a lot of things about our family. It was really enjoyable.
First family member on the pod, besides
Yeah.
me, obviously, but I'm your co-host, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. You're a host. You're the host.
know what I was
But
sorry.
you know who's next is Uncle Brad, and then Aunt Cindy, my sister, and other brother. We're gonna chat. But anyway, go ahead. What you saying?
Wait, before we wrap up, I was going to say I was laughing with your episode. I think it was with Neil Starling. And he was like, what is it? Peace, love.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, you can't do that because you're not the co-host.
That's not
And I
our
was
wind
like-
down. This is me and her. We can't
It
do
was so funny. You were
It
like,
was funny.
well, you're not the co-host, so you actually can't do that. It's
True.
like, Dad, he can do it. It's fine. But it was so funny that you said that.
Yeah, he remembers now. He learns now. So he
No,
has to
I
be on
know.
the show again.
I just thought it was funny that you were saying you were messing with him. Anyways, we love you guys. Have a great week.
We want to give
Ready?
you some peace,
love, funk, and roll. Bye, guys.
See ya. Love you. Greetings. Welcome to Terminally Bald, volume number, oh gosh, I don't even know. A bunch.
Have to ask Jackie.
Yeah, she knows. Jackie's my producer. She knows what's going on. But listen, special guest today. This is my cousin. No, I'm just kidding. This is my sister. It's my baby sister, Amy, Amelia, Mary,
Amelia.
Mitchell, Edwards.
Yes.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right. What's been happening? Staying out
Came
of
to see
trouble?
my grandbabies.
Staying out of trouble? Yeah.
No.
You saw your grandbaby? But that's why you're in town.
Yes.
Right? We had a good
Yes.
time.
Yes.
It was fun to see them yesterday. Hanging out. We did a cookout. Well, they cooked out for us, which is
Yes.
kind of shocking. They cooked out for us. But did a good job. Eric cooked. And then, of course, Hannah and Jacob and Alex. They all brought the food and hung out. It was fun. The cousins played together, and they're just cool as could be. But happy Friday, y'all. We want to do another video, and we did this one time. Tell them what happened.
It went real well. We did the whole 30 minutes. Didn't realize we were even to 30 minutes. He tried to play it back. Nothing
Didn't
was
work.
there.
Didn't work.
Nothing.
You know, most people don't understand, though. We're at the beach. It's hard to get this equipment set up on the beach.
That's right.
It was so hard,
The
and
wind.
it's getting warm. It's getting warm in here too. But anyway, we wanted to talk and see what's going on with family. We're pretty close family, aren't we? We're pretty close. We talk every week. We do a FaceTime and chat with Cindy and Brad and Amy and me. Just see what's going on. Just chill. We're in 3 different states.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in 3 different states. Is that your dog whimpering to get in here?
Did you hear something?
I did.
He probably
Anyway, so we, what was I saying?
That we're close. We do FaceTime.
Yes. Do FaceTime and chat. Just get caught up and see what's going on in everybody's world. We're in 3 different states. That's what I'm saying. We're in Georgia, Mississippi. 4 states. We cover the whole Southeast, y'all. So Brad's in Mississippi. Amy's in Alabama, Cindy's in Georgia, and I'm in Florida. So we got it covered. If y'all need anything, let us know.
Right.
But growing up, we had some good times, didn't we?
Yes.
Even though we lived in a single-wide trailer with holes in the floor, and it was pretty poor. But we had the love, didn't we?
6 people in a 3-bedroom.
6 people in 3 bedrooms. You and Cindy shared the back bedroom, I remember. And me and Brad shared the middle bedroom, and of course Mom and Dad were in the far end of the trailer in the master bedroom.
Yes.
Which, it's funny, you think about it now, like the fireplace. Remember the fireplace?
The fake fireplace.
We had a fireplace. When we went and looked at that trailer when they bought it, brand new. Remember this?
Yes.
We were like, dang, this place is cool, man.
It's a fireplace.
It's a fireplace, but it was one of those that had a little spinning wheel in it that throw these little fake flames up.
It was orange.
And it was cool, though.
It was orange, and then there was the 2 seats beside it.
Yeah, the 2 little leather, pleather
Cushions.
flat cushions that they, and we spent a lot of time sleeping on that floor.
Oh, gosh,
But not because we wanted to. Mom and Dad taking care of some of the employees asleep in ours. You remember that?
Yes.
That was crazy.
I forgot about it.
I think our high-end living was we lived in the hotel.
Yes, I love it.
We lived in the hotel. We did it all, didn't we? It was pretty cool. It was fun. We did swimming every day. We'd walk right in the kitchen, and the chef loved us. He was so cool, Mr. Thompson. His wife taught me history in middle school, and he was a great chef, man. God rest his soul, but he was really good. I remember we'd walk right in there and tell the story.
They'd make whatever we wanted. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We had birthday parties there.
Yep. Birthday parties, and he would cook us a burger or give us chunks of cheese. Go in the walk-in cooler, get whatever you want.
Yeah.
He was
No, didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
Going into the lounge. I mean, I was way young, so I don't remember a lot that you do. But we would go in there and get behind the bar, and the little thing with the Sprites and the Cokes, and get whatever we wanted.
I think that's before even Diet Coke existed.
It probably
None of that was around, but
No.
I remember that going behind the bar and pouring you drink, and mostly it was closed when we went in, but when it wasn't, we'd go around. That was fun. That was a good time. You when you think about when we were kids and we were growing up, what was memorable for you about those times when we were younger?
Well, the last time we did this and it didn't work, you talked about how bad the trailer was with the flooring and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't remember any of that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's just something that I put out of my mind.
Yeah.
But then when you said something about it, I remembered exactly like where the floor was falling in and that kind of thing. And I was just telling somebody at work the other day about, we were talking about cable and all the channels and how we had a couple of channels, and you'd have to go outside and turn the antenna until Dad would go, okay, stop.
Whoa,
Go
back.
Yes.
We were outside the window because the antenna was against the back of the trailer, right behind the TV, and we'd sit there and do it. But we only got 3 channels: ABC, CBS, and then maybe 4 or 5 channels but other than that. But I just remember the day that they got cable, and I was like going, oh my God, we are rich. We got the money.
I don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited because we started watching like Gilligan's Island and all these different shows on the cable show. It was cool to me. I mean, I enjoyed every minute of it back in the day. When you think back about it, it at the time, I was like, man, I didn't want anybody to see my place to live, and a little embarrassed because we lived in a trailer that had no paneling along the bottom of it. You always see the wheels. Yeah, and it was right. And then we would have dogs for pets, and they would sleep under the trailer. Remember?
Yes.
Some of the animals we had. We had Button was the cat, and Lobo. Lobo was our German Shepherd, all white German Shepherd. I was just in town for the Opelika High School football fundraiser for the athletics department, and I took all my guys around that showed them where I grew up, where the trailer was, and just drove around. It was memorable. I got a little choked up because it was when you think about it, it's it wasn't a great area, but there were some cool people around us, very nice. We got to know the Thrifts, the Vickeries, Lisa, Mike, and oh my gosh, sorry, brain.
Patty?
Yes, thank you. The 3 Vickeries, but were really nice, very good to hang out with. They were great neighbors. The Thrifts were as well. They lived in the same trailer park as we did. I just remember that. And then, of course, I always find it funny when we talk about Opelika, but you moved away when your growing up time was happening over to Big Tallahassee, Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And?
Because I remember being at Pepperell Elementary and wanting to go to Opelika Junior High so bad.
OJHS.
And then I had to move to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I'm glad I did.
Oh, man, it was a different thing.
Yeah.
Because that's where Mom and Dad grew up from, and they knew the neighborhood, they knew the community even more so than Opelika. And, of course, Dad was taking over the radio station, WTLS.
Yep.
Had it for several years from the Butlers. I remember that. He was trying to put it on the map, man. He worked his butt off. He wanted to go digital and do all these things. He was buying all this equipment and putting it together. And I was like, I was in college. I remember thinking back, it bothers me sometimes. I didn't help him more because I was getting a degree in journalism. And, man, I just wanted to party and try to be the cool kid around. And but we would come home on weekends and work for Dad.
Yeah.
We'd do the run. He wouldn't let us talk. Me or Brad, and we would do the just punch the buttons, do the music, do the ads, and follow it along.
He wouldn't let you talk.
Wouldn't let us talk at all. And every once in a while I say 1 or 2 words like WTLS. Here's the next song or whatever. He'd get mad at me for doing it. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it was good times. Tell me some memories that you remember about living in that trailer that you remember. Besides getting whipped, get your butt whipped by Dad.
Y'all stories are really good. I remember Mom cooking, of course, with hamburger meat, hamburger helper, and hamburgers.
Yes.
The point I'm making in that is because me and Dad would go through McDonald's drive-thru once, maybe every other month, and it was such a treat. And he'd get all regular hamburgers.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like 12 of them or whatever.
He got like 20.
Yeah, well,
and bring them back.
Then Mom would do the cheese and the mayonnaise and the ketchup and all that on
Make
it. But it was like we were eating out.
Yeah.
It was really, it was awesome.
We thought it was so cool. I remember we'd get home and we would take this was me. I remember doing this. So we had the McDonald's burger sitting down, and I would get the mayonnaise and a knife, and I would smear mayonnaise on the top of this burger like it's going to be a cake. I swear the whole top was iced with mayonnaise, and then I'd bite into it, and oh man, you remember that? Remember that? That was funny because we didn't really get any fries or anything extra. It was all just that, and but we
Mom
loved
would
it. So
do
much
the
fun.
homemade fries.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Instead of buying them from McDonald's.
Right.
And you remember all the time Mom cooked all kind of stuff. And of course a lot of heat up. We had a lot of those boxed pizzas.
Yeah.
Cheese pizzas put in the oven, hot dogs. But some stuff outside the box that we did on a shingle where it was the ground beef and her sauce, and we'd put it on top of the slice of bread and eat that. What we ate pot pies. Heat up the pot pies.
That is so funny because I remember she'd have to get the cheap ones, and they didn't have a bottom.
Yeah.
And I'd be so excited when she would get the bottom one because you can turn it over and it was full.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I remember all that. It's funny sometimes because I was embarrassed of where we lived. I really was. And my friends all lived in great houses. Most of their parents, almost all of them, were successful business-wise. But every single one of them told me recently that they loved coming to our trailer. They loved coming to our single wide and hanging out there. They said your mom and dad was so kind and sweet. They made us feel welcome, and we just loved hanging out there more than my house, their own houses, they were saying. And that kind of moved me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's good to hear, because to us it was just a junk. But now I wish I had it. I wish I could go and walk through it and see it.
I know. I dream about it sometimes.
Me too.
But we never ate dinner apart.
No,
that was very important to me.
Every time.
In that small kitchen with the mirrors on the wall.
Yep.
All of us.
Yep. It was a family thing. It was, and it's not like it is today.
No.
You know, I mean, even me and Patty by ourselves, we eat together. It's usually I make what I want, she makes what her want. We sit in front of the TV.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be in the old days. Now we did that when they were younger. I'm sure you guys did it some too with Hannah and Hayden. But that's funny you say that. And whenever I talk about mom and dad, and we talk about how we learned about love, because from a financial standpoint, mom retired from Auburn University, and she did have a great job. Dad jumped all over the place because he was trying to be a businessman, make a lot of money, and he had some times when he did really well, and we thought we were doing really, really well, and then we went from that to in the toilet. I mean, they're turning the power off. The phone got turned off. All those things happened when we were growing up, but and mom was just the fighter to make sure we stayed together.
Yeah,
I mean, you think about that, mom. Mom, like when mom and dad would be big fights, we hear them screaming in the bedroom and stuff. But mom was not going to let it happen, and he was going to make sure. That's our AC coming on. Sorry, we're in the new studio. That's why we're at the beach. You like that? We're in the new studio, so you'll start seeing a lot more of the backdrops in our new studio. Anyway, anyway, that was a different time. We learned a lot. We learned a lot. We're still close to this day.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's what they taught us.
Yeah.
To stay together, spend time together.
Yep. And
family's important.
We still do.
Yep. Love it.
We still do. I missed the house that got torn down by the high school, but we sold it to them. They didn't do anything wrong. We sold it to them.
Yeah.
But I missed that. We go and stand in the parking lot every once in a while and just have a drink, do a toast. Stand in the parking lot next to the high school. Kids stand around drinking.
Yeah. In the parking lot, I mean.
In the parking lot at Tallahassee High School. I'm kidding, Tallahassee. I'm just joking. In Opelika, we do that. No, I'm kidding. We didn't do that either. But anyway, it's a lot of exciting times in the old days. Things that we went through. You remember when I was thinking about this the other day, because next year will be 250 years. Yeah. Next year will be 250 years of 4th of July. 250, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because we celebrated the 200th in Opelika. The bicentennial, and I remember we went to the field right next to the high school. And they had a big fireworks, and just everybody was there. I'll never forget that. The whole town of Opelika was in there, and that was really cool. Mom and Dad took us out there, and we just stood around hanging out. I hang out with my buddies and just watch the fireworks. You remember that? You don't remember that? Well, tell me what the first thing you remember about Tallahassee. What's the thing that stuck in your head? Oh, by the way, Amy's the baby sister. She's the youngster. She's the little one. She's still like 22 or something.
Yeah,
right?
That sounds good. Great, that's great. I'm a little too
Meanwhile,
young,
I'm 61, but
Anyway,
what do you remember?
When we talk about growing up and not having a lot, sometimes you forget about those things.
Yeah. True.
And when I first moved to Tallahassee, I owned 2 pairs of jeans.
Yeah. Two. That's it.
That's it. And then we think about our children, and they never knew anything like that.
We give them way too much.
Right. But we still taught them how we grew up.
We do. Did. Yeah. But sometimes it's frustrating.
I never went without. That's what's so funny. Is
never.
It never crosses my mind.
Never, ever. We ate every time. I told this story about Mom one time. You don't know if you remember this. One of the guys, I think he was in the band or worked in the kitchen or something. They stayed with us a little bit, and Mom and Dad made sure they were going to be okay. And I remember the guy was leaving to move out, had found another place to go, and was just hungry. So I haven't eaten anything really good in a long time. And Mom gave him $20 that we really didn't have. And at the time, looking back, and I'll never forget this. This chokes me up a little bit, because I remember we were in the trailer, and I think Mom and Dad were struggling a little bit with financially. And Mom was like going, you could tell. She opened up the mail. That guy paid her the $20 back. This was like years later, or a long time later after it happened.
Wow.
And I remember Mom crying, because she didn't think she'd ever see that money again.
Right.
The guy mailed the $20 back. I wish I knew his name to give him props, because that was impressive to me. And of course, back in the day, $20 was like $200
Oh,
now.
yeah, definitely.
And it fed us for another 3 weeks or whatever. I mean, we weren't that poor. We never missed a meal.
No.
I mean, we never missed a meal. It was more Dad trying to do some financial stretches and do some things. And of course, he lost, and then we'd end up getting the power turned off. And then you turn around, he'd get like 20 grand on a sale of a business.
Right.
And I'm like, woo,
Right.
are we moving over to the other side of the tracks in Opelika? No.
Another trailer.
No. Because of this 20 we just got, 18 has to pay off some bills.
That's right.
But the most important thing in life, and you just said it was all about love, and we learned that so deeply and appreciative of that.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
Yes.
even now you look back, and it was really an important thing that we learned about life, right?
Yep.
I mean,
and family.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why every time I preach, I just talk about, give some love, man. You give love. Even the people you don't really know, even the people that irritate you in public, just say,
Right.
man, shake his hand, be kind. I think it carries a lot of weight with people.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know, because, we talked about this before. I thought I was a jerk, and I was sometimes. I still can be a jerk. But some people came back to me, and some of the simple, kind things I did really helped them. And I'm like, well, really? I mean, minor things. I'm sure you do it too, and Brad and Cindy, I'm sure, because we learned that outright to respect, open the door for the ladies, be these little minimal kind things that I didn't think was that big of a deal. And all of a sudden that they hear about my cancer, they're like, man, you were so nice, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like going, what's your name?
Right.
What's your name again? I remember.
Well, relating to some stuff that I do with being a social worker.
Yes.
I have to listen to families, and they're talking about their parents, and you don't know who they are, their parents, but they just want to talk, and all it is sit there and listen.
Yeah, and they just want to vent.
Yeah,
and express their hard times.
But with like us, and you're just being nice. Period. I just listen, and it means so much.
Yeah.
Because nobody else is.
Yeah.
And that one time, whatever you did, that
Yeah.
meant so much.
Right.
See, they remembered
True,
it.
carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to switch gears, but I want to tell you something. So, Amy was in the high school, the band. What did you do?
The band.
You did. What did you play?
I played trumpet.
Trumpet. And then, but you also became a flag.
Color guard.
Color guard. And by the way, color guard, Troy University, Troy State University.
State University.
Troy State. When we went to school there. You did it there too. I remember that.
That was great.
We moved away, and Troy had a ball game or a playoff game in Orlando at the Citrus Bowl. And I remember seeing. You remember you were there for the school.
Yeah,
and,
we came.
And we
to
hung
March.
out.
Yeah,
and hung out in our first house.
Yep.
And you were doing the on the field thing. I was standing up and saying, "That's my sister. That's my sister." You were throwing that thing in the air and all that stuff.
It was so fun.
And you had all those buddies of yours. They came over to the house too, right? After the game and
yeah.
hung out. We just chilled. That's funny. So I was proud of you for doing that,
Well,
because
thank you.
when you think about it, that's what Mom did. Mom played the trumpet. No, the saxophone. Mom played the saxophone.
Yep.
All through high school in the band, and then you did that. Of course, me and Brad tried to play football whenever we could, because that's what Dad loved doing.
Yeah.
And give me some other stories. Give me some other stories you remember. You remember getting whipped and spanked?
No.
You don't.
Y'all tell me all those stories.
They didn't spank you, but they spanked.
They should have.
They spanked us. I know. We just took it because we knew we'd done wrong. I did wrong. Okay. Whenever Mom would go, wait till your dad gets home.
That's when I would get scared.
Mom,
I'd go hide.
I'm sorry. What do you do? We wash the car. We do the lawn. Do the. Don't
But Dad, he never spanked me. All he had to do was say he was disappointed.
Yeah, and that worked.
It killed me.
Really?
That hurt.
What you remember, because when we moved to Tallahassee, or y'all moved to Tallahassee, because I went on to Troy, I never really truly lived in Tallahassee.
Right.
They rented a house, and for a few years, and then when Grandma died, I remember, because my grandfather died when I was a junior in high school, and then when Grandma died, they left the house to all four, my mom's brother and two sisters,
Right.
and they all owned houses, and they're like, y'all own a house, y'all take the house over. So Mom and Dad loved that. They took the house, put some money into it to improve it, and that became our grandfather's house, parents' house that we saw forever.
Right.
And then it became our kids' grandparents' house.
Right.
We were there 79 years.
Yes.
Remember, before we
Yes.
sold it. And we spent a lot.
Because Dad put a pool in for the grandkids.
Yeah, they put a pool in, and we just had so much time. And that house was so much memories, as much as the
Yes.
trailer, in my opinion.
Yes.
You
Gosh,
know,
that's the
for
only two
strong
main
memories.
ones I think about.
Yeah, it was really, really cool thinking back about all that, because that house was just phenomenal. I love saying phenomenal. I got to remember to say that. I say it all the time when I talk about music. Phenomenal. No, that place was just great. I wish we'd kind of moved it somewhere else. But the more I thought about that, because they still had a mortgage on it, and we were like, should we try to keep it? And it just needed maintenance so bad. Mm-hmm. You would have been putting up with that.
Oh yeah.
You would have been.
I couldn't have. Yeah.
No, and the roof was near. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And we decided not to, so we put a little money in our pocket.
Yeah. Which was what Mom wanted to do.
I know. It was surprising because the whole time and listen, I'm not meaning disrespect for my mom and dad because I was surprised. Mom and dad both have 350 people come to their funeral. I was shocked.
I know.
Each funeral was over 350 people, and they were just so missing and loving and respectful for mom and dad. But when we were, gosh, see, I've lost my train of thought. What I was going to say, I had something to say. What was we talking about again?
Money.
Money.
Or putting a little money in our pocket.
Oh yes, all right. When they passed away. So when they passed away, I'm thinking in my head, 4 of us going to take on some bills for mom and dad.
Some bills.
And we ended up getting some cash, more cash I thought we'd ever get.
Right.
Between we split it evenly, and then of course, taking every little thing that meant something to us from the house.
Oh, we took everything.
We did every little bits and pieces. Yeah, we took all the inside stuff, the tubs, everything else. But I'm sorry, my brain is irritating as hell. Of course, all my friends that are mine say, I do that too. Quit blaming the cancer. I'm like, okay, sorry. All right,
yours is just a little worse than theirs.
No, but it was some good times growing up. I remember positively a lot of it now because I think I learned a lot from the challenges, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, everything we went through was challenging.
Yeah, but we learned how to deal with it.
Big time.
In the right way.
Yeah, right. And it carries with us to this day. Yes. That's why we still talk at least 2 times a week on the phone or text or something. Do our FaceTime and do that. And that carries a lot of weight with me because I'm like going, you don't even think about that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You don't think about learning that. It's just like in your heart. It's
right.
It's in your heart of who you are. So, but anyway.
And
hey,
go ahead. Really quick, I've had friends say, you and your siblings are really that close? And I'm like, yeah, is that odd? And they're like, I hardly ever talk to my sister or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, that's so weird to me.
Why wouldn't you?
It's strange.
Yeah, it is strange.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy our conversations. We cut up and laugh, and we just talk about old times and new times and what's going on with the grandkids. You know, everybody has grandkids now, and so we do that. What they're doing, what's going on with us, jobs, just looking to hopefully, retire sometime in the next 10 years.
Yeah, hopefully.
But no, it's cool. It's cool.
Yep.
And hey, you got to drive back to Alabama.
Yep.
You got to get on the road.
Got to go.
But I love you. I appreciate you coming to get on the show. You're going to be the first one because you're the baby. Then Brad's next and Cindy will go last. You watch, that's how it's going to go.
No, Cindy won't want to at all.
I know, she won't, but I'm going to make sure she does. She has to.
Yes.
And maybe we could all do one all together. I'll get 2 more microphones and we do that. But anyway, love you.
Love you.
Hey, you guys have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on Monday for Mix and Marv's Musical Extravaganza. And then, of course, we'll see you on next Friday for our next Terminally Bald podcast. Love you.
Love you.
See you.
Bye.
I forgot. I wanted to show you guys this. We were talking about the house where my grandparents live and my parents and all. And, of course, Amy spent most of her young life in this house. But the funny thing about it is Amy painted this picture of it. This is the backyard where we used to hang out all the time. Sorry about the lighting because it's going to be... but anyway, this is it. There's the little fig tree and is that a towel hanging over the fence?
Yeah.
That is so funny. But anyway, I hang it up in my office here. I love it. I just want to make sure everybody saw that. And
real quick, fig tree.
Oh yeah,
I have 2 fig trees in my yard
too.
now from that one.
Yes, me too.
And they have figs on them.
When we get done, we'll show it up. Anyway, and just want you guys to see that. All right.